If you ever bought a Belgian gun and then made it your entire personality, hit that subscribe button. I'm Bart and this is Channel Flannel. Today we're talking about the Scar H by WE. Okay, so before we start with the video, let's thank the sponsor of this channel. Let's start with Evac Europe. They've been supporting us for a while. Moving on to Airsoft Supply. It's a local shop from Warsaw where I live. It's run by my friend actually. They are supporting us by providing gas and ammo for all of our videos. And last but not least, let's thank Proper Grid. They're a tactical gear company from Poland, and we've been actually involved with them a lot. We've been testing the prototypes, feedbacking them, and overall we've been quite involved with the design of their new products that are coming soon. So now that we got that out of the way, let's move with the rest of the video and talk about the gun itself. Okay, so what we've got here today is the replica of the legendary Scar H used by pretty much all of the US Special Forces in Afghanistan at some point. Then they switched back to M4 because they're just not cool enough to use it. So we've got a 30 round magazine and ambidextrous charging handle and fire controls. So the charging handle isn't actually ambidextrous, but you can swap the side, which is on, so you can make it ambidextrous if you want. Except that, pretty much standard top rail, side rails, bottom rails for all of your accessories. The stock can be broken like this for ease of transportation. And also you can regulate the length of the stock and height of the stock. So in terms of features, that's pretty much the gun itself. We're going to talk about what's inside in a while. But first, let's chrono it and let's get shooting. Okay, so it's time to chrono. We are in the high open NPAS setting, so we should be getting a lot of power. We're loaded with 03 BBs and red gas. 2.6, 2.56, 2.59, 2.55, 2.48, 2.47, 2.45, and 2.36. So, as I said, since we've got our NPAS in the high open, we're getting probably more power than we need. Although at least in Poland, you can still play with that as a DMR, but for the folks in UK, yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah. For the guys with the lower power limits, we're gonna close the NPAS and we'll see what kind of power are we getting after we close the NPAS. Right, so we turned the NPAS pretty much all of the way down, and now we should be getting much more CQB friendly results. So let's see. 1.13, 1.16, 1.18, 1.12, 1, 1.06, and 0.8. Alright, so yeah, definitely you can use it in CQB or play with it if you're British. And yeah, that's gonna be all of the chrono for today. Now we're gonna get shooting, see what range we're looking at and what kind of precision we're talking with this wannabe DMR. Alright, so now we're gonna do some shooting where we're gonna be doing that still in the low NPAS setting, because, well, the more power you're gonna give it, the longer it's gonna shoot. So let's see what's the minimal engagement range. We're on about 40 meters, we've got the target up, and let's get some BBs on it. Alright, so we've got some hits on the target. Now we can see what we actually hit and how it's looking, but that's what the magic of the playback's for. We're not going to be walking there. So now we're going to be talking a little bit about how I modified the gun, because this is not a stock gun, I had it for a while. So this is more of a vibe check than a review. So let's talk parts and how you can modify your scars. Right, to field strip it, we need to get rid of that pin. So just pop it out, take the lower out, then we remove the stock. So you just pull it up, so that's a stop. Then we take out the guidance rod, and finally we can remove the bolt. So you need to get rid of the charging handle and then just push it out. So since we're with the bolt in hand, so the only thing that I modified here is the nozzle itself. Right now I'm using the nozzle by Ratech with their magnetic end pass. Before that I've used both stock nozzle and Poseidon anti-icer nozzle. The last one, the Poseidon, was actually sort of a failure for me because it broke after only 100 BBs, and I think that was 2 Celsius, so not much of an cold weather and anti-icer equipment. So definitely, personally, not recommending the Poseidon nozzles for this car, but the Ratech has been handling it quite well. The end pass give you a lot of wiggle room in terms of what power do you want from your gun. And yeah, overall also improve the consistency and gas efficiency for the gun. So moving to the lower, I'm still rocking the loved or hated stock WE trigger set. A lot of people are recommending to just swap them out of the box for the Ratech steel set, but personally decided against that. First, it costs quite a lot of money. Second, if it works, it works. When it breaks, I will think about replacing it with the Ratech, but so far so good. And this replica is, I think, 6 years old right now, and it's been with me for the last year. Pretty much no signs of wear on the trigger set, it's just dirty. So moving on to the barrel. Recently I wanted something a bit longer, so replaced the Maple Leaf Crazy Jet that I had with a unicorn barrel. I had it for about 2-3 weeks. I've been shooting it quite a lot. So what I've noticed that I'm getting tighter grippings and the range improved a little bit. So not bad, given that those unicorn barrels are actually sort of, well, reasonably priced mid-bottom tier of airsoft barrels. Additionally, I've replaced the hop-up backing. I think that's my third one, and so far the favorite. It's the quantum backing. And yeah, it's great. It can work with really heavy BBs, so over 40. Yeah, so that's pretty much all of the internals. So SCAR is really solid. There is not a lot of places where it can fail you. As you can see, the bolt carrier is just a big piece of metal. It's quite heavy. I wouldn't replace it with the steel set from Ratech because, yeah, your gas efficiency is gonna be awful with that. I mean, look at that, it's already big enough. I wouldn't want to think about how much power I'm gonna be wasting on moving that. So this is actually something that I very much love about gas replicas. Anytime I'm disassembling them, first of all, it just works the same way you would be disassembling a real firearm. Second of all, just the simplicity of the system. You don't really get a lot of fail points in your replica because 100%, well, not 100%, but 90% of time there is something. If there's something wrong, it's the nozzle, and the rest of it is probably your hop-up chamber. It's just so simple compared to AEGs, and you literally need next to zero technical skills or manual skills to maintain or modify gas replicas, so just great. Because personally I really hated tinkering with electric guns, and now it's one of favorite pastimes. Both cleaning them and, well, just doing any work on gas replicas basically. So thank you for watching. It was great having you here, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, all of that, and yeah, keep on watching. I will see you next time.